What is going on, everyone? My name is Jared Haas with FrontStretch.com, and this week on NASCAR Mailbox, we're going to take a look back at the action at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And now this first question comes from Base Tugboat 2675. They ask, could Josh Berry be the first Wood Brothers Racing driver to win multiple races in many, many years? It has been many, many years since the Wood Brothers have won multiple races since 1981 is the last time the Wood Brothers won multiple races in a season. That's over 40 years. And you look at the beginning of the season with Josh Berry, expectations I had with him, he could crack the top 20. I say it a little bit better than Harrison Burton, but I didn't expect Josh Berry to go and win out a race within the first five races. And the big reason why is probably the Penske connection with all four of the drivers running well. If you look at the point standings, obviously Josh Berry won. And if you take Austin Cindric's 50-point penalty away, all three Penske drivers would be in the top 10. Plus, you have Josh Berry locked in with a win. So all the Penske drivers, even Austin Cindric's been running well. And the Wood brothers have been getting the same equipment when Harrison Burton was there compared to Josh Berry. It wasn't a new revelation that Wood brothers all of a sudden moved all their stuff into the Penske shop, and that's why they're performing well. They were getting the same equipment that they were last year. But the biggest thing that I think is a step forward with Josh Berry is more the confidence of being able to perform, because you look at last year, Josh Berry led NASCAR Cup Series drivers full time in DNFs. He had 10 DNFs last season. And of course, you've got to improve from that. And plus, he was coming from a team that was shutting down, a lot of personnel that wasn't able to stay there for a long-term plan. So Josh Berry had to deal with that uncertainty, and it seems like he found a home with a very gritty old team of the Wood brothers. And it's obviously a group of racers that have been there for pretty much the existence of NASCAR. So Josh Berry, could he win multiple races? It's very much possible with this Penske. It seems like they have got it together for 2025. So that could be a good possibility that Josh Berry could reel off a win, and Austin Cindric as well. That's what I've seen with the impression of the first five races, that Penske as a whole is someone to watch, not just Joey Logano or Ryan Blaney. And now this next question comes from La La Larson 514. They ask, who's mainly at fault for the Ryan Blaney Eric Jones big crash? First, I think you being Christopher Bell. Bell was driving the 20 on the inside of Ryan Blaney. They were coming off four wide with Noah Gragson and Bubba Wallace. You're going to have to chalk this up to a racing deal. Sure, you could get the blame for Christopher Bell. Could have gave Ryan Blaney and the two cars to the outside of Blaney a little bit more room. Sure, Noah Gragson or Bubba Wallace could have backed off and let them be three wide instead of four wide. What Brad Keselowski did, he was on the top and let those cars go, let them rock in front of him. And guess what? He was fine while the other ones got involved. So understand that this was the last scheduled restart after the stage break. So they're going to try to get all they can. It's hard to blame people to be like, okay, you're going to race, but you can't use up all the space you can. So there could have been a little bit give and take early in the race, but this is when the payout window's near and they're near the front. So again, if you get one more good restart, you could be sniffing the top five and maybe even up front. So no one really to blame per se. Bell could have gave more room. Blaney could have lifted. Bubba or Noah Gragson could have also lifted off the corner coming off of two, but it's just a racing deal. Thank you very much for watching. As always, like and subscribe. That really helps get that content out to you guys. And until next time, as always, make sure to have a great race weekend.
Trenton Worsham with FrontStretch.com. Come back for more great racing videos. And if you like us, don't forget to hit the subscribe button.